Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Atarah. How's your quarantine going? Because I feel like the first week or two for me, I was just being like really lazy and not really doing much, not doing any makeup, not waking up early, eating a lot of junk. But now I feel like I'm being a lot more productive and thinking about what I need to get done and how I can use this time best, which is work out, wake up early, set my goals, do makeup looks, just pump out a load of content and hope that you guys enjoy it. So if you didn't guess by the title, in today's video I'm going to be doing a pastel eyeshadow look. So you can see I've already got my base done. For my eye base, I'm using the P. Louise base in the shade Rumor 02 mixed with a tiny bit of a Morphe concealer in the shade C0.00. So the palette, or should I say palettes, that we're going to be using today are a mixture between the Jeffree Jawbreaker palette and the Morphe Icy Fantasy palette. So I'm not going to do anything crazy or complicated. I'm just going to do a really simple and easy pastel look, especially since we can't even go anywhere. So the first shade I'm going to go into is Secret Escape, which is this kind of pinky peach shade right here. It's really, really light, and I'm just going to apply that more on my inner corner because I still want my inner corner to be quite light, like almost white, but with a tint of pink. So I'm just pressing it on. I'm not blending it out or anything, literally just pressing the colour on and working my way inwards slightly. Just like that. Now we're going to switch to the Jawbreaker palette. I'm going to use this shade right here called Bubblegum. And we're going to place that right next to this first pink shade, the really light pinky peachy shade, sort of blending it in and outwards. So again, I'm just going to be pressing it onto my lid. And then I'm just starting to tap inwards to blend it into that lighter shade. And if you feel like this lighter pink shade is too light for you, you can just go over it with the pink really lightly, just to bring that pink out a little bit more, but then it will still have that fade of light to dark. And as you go outwards, you want the pink to get more intense, so just tap back into your palette to pick up more product and really pack that colour on. So I'm just going to focus more on this blend, so just lightly tap in. And as I'm tapping, as I go inwards, my hand gets lighter and it kind of just really sweeps across my lid to blend it. And then as I go outwards, it kind of gets heavier and I really press the pigment into my lid. And that's the same like if you're blending upwards, just get a lot lighter. So it's kind of like you're just kind of dusting over your skin. And I'm just using pressing or tapping, stamping motions rather than like blending motions. So I'm just tipping back into my pink because I want to kind of intensify it a bit more here. I'm going right up to my brow bone really lightly. There's a nice fade kind of there. So now I'm going to go in with a mixture of Coral Cloud and Sky High to blend this pink out on the outer edge. I've got the products on my brush, like I've only picked up a really light amount. And I'm just buffing out the pink. It's always better to have less because you can always go back and add more instead of doing too much and then you're struggling to blend it out. You see, you can kind of see that coral shade coming through now. So here I am blending, I'm just kind of patting and flicking out and also pressing onto my skin. I'm going to go into this yellow shade called Wow, but I do want to make it a bit more pastel, so I might mix it with Virgin. Just pressing it onto the skin. So I'm just going back and forth between the yellow and the cream or white shade to mix them together, so it's a bit more like a pastel yellow. I don't want that yellow to be too intense. Blending outwards and inwards into that coral shade and right up to my brow. So I just dipped back into the coral shade. I'm just adding that back in there so it doesn't get lost between the pink and the yellow, and to help it blend a bit nicer. feel like this yellow still needs a bit more blending into the coral. So for our inner corner highlight, we're going to use Imagine and Rosy Haze. So they're both like shimmery shades. I wanted a brighter inner corner highlight, but I didn't want something too pink and intense to take away from the lightness, from like the light to dark. That's why I'm mixing the two to get a slight bit more of that pink tone, but still bright, if that makes sense. So I also went into my inner corner and added the tiniest bit of Frostbite just to give a bit more sparkle. I went ahead and added some mascara and inner corner liner just right here. The mascara I used is the IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara, and the eyeliner was the Fenty Beauty Fly Liner in Cause I'm Black. Oh, I also added this shade right here called Get Fresh right on top of all of, well not all of it, but right on top of the yellow and the coral shade, just to kind of make it look a bit more pastel, because I feel like the orange pigment was showing through a bit too bright or a bit too intense, so it didn't really look like a pastel orange. So I literally just tapped into that and pressed over the top to kind of dull down the colour. Just a little tip, I guess, if you want your look to be a bit more pastel, and it's looking a bit too pigmented, then just, I guess, try and press over a lighter shade on top. I don't know if it will work for everyone, but I tried it just then and it worked for me. Slight difference, I don't know if you guys can even tell the difference, but yeah. So I've just gone into my waterline with the Morphe white concealer that I used on my eye as a base, and I'm going to go in back into the Jawbreaker palette using the Wow shade, this yellow shade right here, and place that on top because I want yellow in my waterline. You don't have to use a concealer in your waterline to then add the colour. You can just use a white pencil if you have one, or yellow if you have one, and that will make it 10 times easier. So I'm just coating my brush. It's a really small brush. I use this brush to apply the concealer, and then I'm just going to press on the colour. You just want to be really careful and take your time so you don't poke your eye out. You can see the yellow coming through. If you want it more intense, just pack on more colour. We've got the yellow in the waterline. Now I'm going to add my lashes. I don't know why, but every single time I do a pastel look, I absolutely love pairing it with these lashes. So these are the Tatti lashes in the style TL10. It always makes it look really pretty, and because I've not got like a cut crease or anything, it doesn't matter if the lashes hide a bit of the eyeshadow. Look how much prettier it looks with the lashes now. I just love these lashes. So I just applied a bit of foundation over my lips, and now I'm going to go in with the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in the shade Fussy, and also back into the Jeffree Star Jawbreaker palette using the shades Bubblegum and Cherry Wet, a mixture of those. And I'm gonna press that onto the center of my lips and then go on top of the gloss. So you see how the pink kind of just bleeds into my lips. So you have that kind of faded look, or ombre, whatever you would call it. And then now on top with the gloss. I don't know if I should go in with a clear gloss. No, we'll do this one. Yeah. Ooh. There we go. And see how simple and pretty that looks. Here is the final look. I'm not good at posing. I try, I feel awkward as hell when I pose, but it's gotta be done. I'll have to learn someday how to pose like a model, but for now, you'll stick with this, sorry. Really simple, really easy to do. Please let me know if you recreate it. And I did it with only 3 brushes, which is really good for me because usually this is my eyeshadow brush pot, and usually I'll use at least like half of these when I'm doing a makeup look. for no reason at all, because I probably don't even need to use that many, but this time I only used 3, so accomplishment for me. But I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you did, give it a quick thumbs up. Check out some of my other videos if you haven't already, and hopefully I will see you guys in the next one, because everyone's on lockdown, so you're gonna be at home anyway, so you might as well watch me. See you guys on the next one. Bye guys.